Yo guys, what's going on? So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about knowing your audience. Now, what do I mean by know your audience? So basically talking about target marketing. Now, if you don't know what target marketing is, don't feel bad. When I first got into business, I had absolutely no clue what it was. I was talking to Jordan, he's telling me about target marketing. I'm like, what? Target what? The only target I know is like the shopping center. All right, so don't feel bad, don't feel ashamed, don't worry about it. Right, let's get straight into it. So before you can start marketing to anybody, right, you got to know who you're trying to market to, and then you can tailor the message to them, right? So us as young people, like if you're 20 and you've never run a business before, no one would expect you, or even if you're 18, 19 or younger, nobody would expect you to know how to run a business or how to market to, how to target market at all, right? But it's the foundation of all of marketing. It's the beginning of all marketing, all right? So to give you an example, I'm going to give you the example that Jordan gave me when we first started talking about what target marketing was. Now, Jordan's a man who likes to do boxing, he likes to do CrossFit, and he drives a Range Rover. Now, he told me, Najib, imagine I'm scrolling on my Facebook or my Instagram feed, right? And I see an ad come up. And everyone sees ads, we just scroll past them, right? But imagine in the first 10 seconds of that ad, you hear, do you like CrossFit? Do you like boxing? Do you drive a Range Rover? Well, this is the product for you. Imagine in the first 10 seconds, those are the words you hear. And those are all the things that you love. Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck? Like, what could this product possibly be? Like, it must be perfect. Like, it's literally targeted to you. Now, on a quick note, this is why Facebook is so strong, because they gather so much information about you, what you like, what you do, what pages you follow, the places you've been, the people you talk to. They know almost every aspect of your life, and from there they can sell your personal information to companies in order to target market to you. That's why if you hear yourself like, if you see stuff that you talked about with your friends a couple of days ago come up on your Facebook feed, it's because Facebook looks at what you message your friends. They look at all these things in order to help companies best target you, because the better returns they can give companies that invest money into their marketing, the more money those companies will invest into marketing. And thus goes the cycle. Alright, so back to what I was saying about target marketing, right? So when you're target marketing your audience, you want to know who they are. So to give you a deeper example, right? I was in a business consultation with Jordan and one of my friends. I set up this consultation in order to help him out, so Jordan could give him some first-hand advice. Now, in this consultation, Jordan was explaining to him what a target market is and how to accurately market to your target audience. First of all, before you even market to them, you need to identify them. So for example, if you own a coffee shop, right? Let's use a coffee shop as an example. Let's say you own a coffee shop and you want to know who you should target. Well, the traditional way before social media and stuff came up was to go outside, get a pen and paper, and literally write down different demographics. And by the way, you can get really, really specific with this. The subcategories of white people can be white, women with babies. Like, you get really specific white men with like that are tradies, or you can get into black African mothers who are Muslim, who have babies. Like, you can get really, really specific with your target market and pick a really small niche, right? So yeah, back to what I was saying. You got to target market. The old traditional way of doing it was to go outside your coffee shop, write down demographics, and you can get really specific with it, but if you like. And you look who comes by your shop. One black man, one white man, one Asian man, and you judge an Indian man, and you judge them down by demographics, even tradies, or you can even do pregnant women, or kids. You jot down the demographic, teenagers. You can jot down ages. You can jot down so many things, right? And after you write down all these things, you look who's the predominant group that is that passes your location, right, for your business. Okay, and then from there, obviously you want to target the largest population or largest demographic in that area, or actually sometimes you can target a specific demographic because of the marketing campaign you want to push across. But typically you would figure out who's the largest population in that demographic, and you would try to target towards them. Right now, let's say outside of my coffee shop, I just see a lot of middle-aged. This is just an example, guys. So let's say I see a lot of middle-aged white men that walking their dogs. Right. Let's just say I see a ton of them. Right. Now I want to run an ad to the people in this area. I would use Facebook and I'll drop a catchment of a 1 kilometer radius, for example. And I would push an ad. I would boost it on Facebook and I'd pay for an ad. But in the ad, I would have a video and I would hire an actor. And this is what Jordan's told me, by the way. This isn't what I think or what I would do and stuff, guys. Just let me make clear. This is what Jordan said in the consultation, right? Word for word. And he said I would hire an actor that follows that resemblance of a middle-aged white man. I'd give him a dog to walk, and I'd put one of our coffees in his hand, and I'd make him walk down that same road, record it, and have him saying, Do you take your dog on a stroll do you take your dog on a stroll down this road every day? Well, if you do, come swing by, and you just say the coffee brand's name. Let's use, for example, Zarafas. Come swing by Zarafas and grab yourself a coffee. Boom, punchline, done, dusted. People are really going to resonate with it because that person is them, right? Just on another day, wearing a different pair of cargo shorts and with a different type of dog. But that person is them. Now you can start to see how powerful that message is, really. Like, yet again, try and imagine yourself, right? Try and imagine yourself scrolling through your Instagram feed and you see a video of basically, I say, for example, me. Are you a young African kid who likes business, plays basketball, and loves to help people? And I'm like, fucking oath I am. That's me. Okay. Well, this is the thing for you. Well, you should try this out. And it will really catch people's attention, right? And knowing your audience, target marketing also, on the other hand, doesn't just help bring in leads and bring in customers. It helps you design your business and the branding and the marketing campaign behind your business to facilitate and to be specific to your audience. Now, let's say, for example, you're targeting Middle Eastern middle-aged men, right? If you have like a restaurant, a Middle Eastern restaurant, you're targeting Middle Eastern middle-aged men, you wouldn't put like high technology, you wouldn't make it real classical, you wouldn't try and make it really clean. Obviously it wants to be clean, but you wouldn't try and make the design of the shop like marble or anything like that. You would try to make it ethnic. You want to put couches in that give a remembrance of home. You really want to, like, say for example, it's Iraqi. You want to make it look really Iraqi because that's your target market. That's the environment in which they feel comfortable. You wouldn't make it a classic. You wouldn't try and do like a Starbucks style restaurant if you had a target market which was Iraqi or Middle Eastern middle-aged men, right? So now you can start to see how understanding your target market affects what your store looks like, where it's placed, what your branding is like, what your route to market is, or your marketing is like. You can start to see it even goes all the way down to your staff. Like, I know companies won't admit it, but companies just like Boost, companies like Boost, they're really particular in who they hire. They want to hire people that fit the brand look, what the brand is going for. You get me? So that's why typically if you go to Boost, just take a look, guys. It's just an example. Many different companies do it. But go to Boost, have a look. Every time you go to Boost, you'll notice that the employees, they fit the brand very, very well. It's immaculately done. Now, you can take that into consideration if you're going to open a Middle Eastern restaurant, right? You want to put it in an area that has a lot of Middle Easterners, right? You want to hire staff that potentially speak Arabic, understand Arabic, to ease the clients into it. Some of them might not speak English, so it just might be just Arabic speakers. So having Arabic speaking staff would be a benefit. And you can start to see how now your entire business model shapes around your target market. Now, this is what Jordan has told me. This is what Jordan has told many other people in consultations that I've been in with him. It is very, 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 very important. So I hope you guys can take away value from this. All right, just like I did. You gotta, in any business you're doing, understand your target market, know your audience. That's the message, guys. Thank you so much. Tune in next time.